it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young.
A fight for the right to be number one. It's the coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a battle of the top two teams in the AFC West, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Black 22. Stop your whining. Let him go.
On first down, Vaughn. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
On second and 9, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So here are the Chiefs now coming up. For their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of 10. Texas Tech, 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, this is caught by Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Johnson operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Johnson now on 3rd and 2. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They'll run with Lindsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get it.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready, white 25. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
He gets this to Devontae Adams.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
60 outlaw.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Fighting him off. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
15, line 59. 61, match up 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, it's Vaughn. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Ham, the fullback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Williams. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give, running right, Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to him on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. That running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Johnson looking to throw on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
15-1.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Let's go.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Chinese, blue wave. 59,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll make this a second and long. On second down, it's Vaughn, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Jameis now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Winston now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Winston. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. First down, Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. To throw, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Winston. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, Dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And out come the Chiefs now. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Under 10, 10. Hey, Charlie. Watch two. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Johnson on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Johnson. It's caught by Jackson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Johnson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Chiefs, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.